Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my absolute favorite homemade bread recipe. I have shared this before in a couple of videos and lots of you have been asking questions wanting me to explain it in more detail because I've pretty much just shown like little snippets of it. So I'm doing a whole dedicated video to this bread recipe. This bread recipe is delicious. It is yummy. It is very thick, very filling. It is perfect to go on the sides of soups and especially winter food. Absolute favorite, but you can have it anytime. It's very cheap, easy to make, and pretty much all of the ingredients you always have on hand in like a traditional kitchen. So let's get into it. I am going to be using a mixer today, my KitchenAid. This is, to be honest, like the first time I've used my KitchenAid for bread in a couple of years. I've always just done it by hand, and I let my mom use my KitchenAid mixer for a couple of years because I didn't have room in my other kitchen. Now I'm in my newer, bigger kitchen, so I have my KitchenAid back. So I'm going to be doing it in a KitchenAid, but if you don't have a standing mixer, just do it in a bowl with your hands like I always did. It works just fine. All right, so here's what we have. And I'm going to explain everything because you actually don't need all of this. So you need 1 egg, but I actually like to do applesauce instead of egg, and it comes out much gooier and not as dry. You need yeast, salt. This is optional, but I like it because it makes it gooier and gives it a sweetness. This is agave. I am using this because I don't have honey. So honey, milk, 1/4 cup of butter, flour, and this is optional, coconut oil or Crisco, and this is just to grease your pans so that they don't stick. You can just spray it with nonstick spray. I have a KitchenAid. You can just use this and net it with yourself, by yourself with your hands. And then these, is it knead? Is it, why do I always say that? Okay, sorry, it's knead. Every single video, I literally say it wrong.
Love you.
Bye, get him a hat. All right, so you can use a KitchenAid or you can knead it with your hands like in a bowl. These are long loaf pans. I like these better than just like the shorter, fatter ones, and that's it. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is put your 1/4 cup of butter
and dump it in there.
Dump it in there. I guess I should have done the milk first. And we're gonna do 2.5 cups of milk. All right, now we're gonna microwave this for 30 seconds and stir. Then we're gonna microwave it again for 30 seconds and stir, and maybe one more time if needed. And this is just to get it melted and slightly warm. You do not want it hot. It should be lukewarm.
And it's cold.
Because if you put yeast in really hot liquid, it's gonna change the way that your yeast in bread rises. So we just want this to like barely be lukewarm. All right, I've got my butter and my milk, and now I'm gonna put 1/3 cup of honey or agave.
I want to do it.
Vera, I just need you to watch right now, baby. And I'm just kind of eyeballing it, honestly. All right, so you can put in 1 egg. However, applesauce is a really good substitute.
I like applesauce.
I know.
Do you want me to move my feet?
So, So the rule of thumb for egg is 1/4 cup of applesauce for 1 egg. And I've done this several times before and it tastes pretty good. So hopefully this isn't the video where it doesn't taste good. All right, that's it?
Yeah. I like it.
All right, now we're gonna do 1 teaspoon. Oh man, I always make a mess. Of salt. Actually, we're doing 2. All right.
Mommy, what is that?
2.5 teaspoons. So 1, 2, 1.5. And now we're gonna
Mix it.
mix. And we're gonna add in 5 to 7 cups of flour. I need one of those flour attachments, those shields. I was trying to make this easier for myself by pouring the flour into this measuring cup and then pouring it in with a smaller measuring cup, but it actually ended up making things harder, so that's all I'm doing here. I'm just adding in the 5 to 7 cups of flour into the mixer. Just realized that the applesauce I bought was cinnamon flavor, so hopefully it still tastes good. All right, so this is done.
Yeah. I wish that mold on it. Hurry, Mom.
Now I'm gonna get it all off, which gets, now I'm gonna get my
What part is it? Right there.
bread out of here.
What part is it?
It's really sticky. Stickier than usual, so maybe I messed it up.
Maybe. Yes. Little Miss Mommy, you are the head. You are the head right now. Aren't you smoosh it?
Hold on, baby.
Smoosh it?
Knead this into a loaf. It's already just the way I want it, but now I'm gonna chop it in half.
Why?
And I'm making it into 2 loaves for my bread. All right, so like I said earlier, coconut oil or Crisco is optional. I just like it better because the bread doesn't stick. You can spray it with nonstick spray. I believe butter would work too.
Mommy, I did.
Thanks. So, just gonna take some in my hands. Make sure your hands are clean. You can also just use like a plastic sandwich bag. Kind of use it like as a glove. Just greasing it up.
What are you doing now? Is your hands dirty?
I washed them.
But your hands getting dirty.
All right, now I'm gonna take my bread and drop it in there like a loaf.
In a shashama.
It's done. I'm gonna lay a towel over it and let it rise, and then we'll cook it. Okay, so of course when I'm videoing this, my bread wants to not rise. It's not risen like at all. So I think maybe my yeast has gone bad. But I promise you, if your yeast is good, they should rise to like at least up here. So I'm just gonna cook it anyways. It'll be okay. So we're gonna cook it at 350 for 30 minutes and then you're done. If you wanna freeze it, wrap it in 2 to 3 layers of foil, freeze it, it'll last you know, for at least 6 months. And if you are gonna eat it fresh, I'd say eat it within a week or it'll start growing mold, and enjoy with butter. All I am doing here is poking the center of the bread with a knife to make sure that there is not any dough residue left on the knife. That will tell you that the bread is cooked all the way through. Now I'm going to slice my bread. I like to slice them into pretty thick pieces. However, if you want them to be thinner, just make sure that you have a really good knife that is for bread. And there you have it. There's the bread. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope that y'all enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and make sure to try out the bread recipe and comment down below how it turns out for you. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, everybody.